Welcome to the installation guide for the Arnott front shock for the Land Rover Range Rover Velar L560 with coil suspension. This video will walk you through the steps to ensure a smooth installation of your vehicle's suspension system. Let's get started. Before starting, ensure you have the necessary safety measures in place which can be found in the vehicle owner's manual. Lift and immobilize the vehicle properly and isolate any stored energy to prevent injuries or damage. First, raise the vehicle and remove the applicable front wheel. Disconnect the upper control arm from the spindle. Disconnect the sway bar link from the strut mount. Unroute the wires from the bracket on the strut mount. Then remove the bolt clamping the strut mount to the strut. Remove the bolt connecting the lower strut mount to the lower control arm. Use an appropriate tool to spread the lower strut mount clamp to remove it from the strut. Then disconnect the electrical connector from the top of the strut. The final removal step is to remove the 3 top nuts and remove the strut from the vehicle. Use an appropriate spring compressor to disassemble the OEM strut. The following components will be reused: spring, lower spring perch, bump stop, shock rod spacer, and upper spring mount assembly. The remaining components, shock cap, perch ring, and top nut, will not be reused. Place the new included perch ring over the Arnott shock in the correct orientation. Now, place the lower spring perch, bump stop, and shock rod spacer onto the new Arnott shock. Use an appropriate spring compressor to assemble the new Arnott strut using the provided nut. Ensure that the ends of the coil are correctly aligned with the step in the rubber isolators on the perches. You have now completed the assembly. Install the assembled Arnott strut into the vehicle. Loosely thread the top nuts on to hold the strut. Make sure to always tighten all nuts and bolts to the vehicle manufacturer's specifications. Install the bypass coil bracket onto the top mount stud towards the front of the vehicle and connect the electrical connector to the bypass coil. Seat the strut into the lower mount using an appropriate tool to spread the clevis. Do not install the bolt at this time. Now, install the lower mount bolt, but do not fully tighten it at this time. Then reconnect the spindle to the upper control arm. Ensure the steering is set straight ahead. Use a jack to lift the wheel hub to nominal trim height. Spread the clevis to relieve any torsion in the strut. Tighten the bolt clamping the lower mount to the strut body. Also, tighten the lower mount bolt to the lower control arm. Continue by reconnecting the sway bar link and rerouting the wires into the bracket. Now, finish the installation by tightening all hardware to the vehicle manufacturer's specifications. Then reinstall the wheel to complete the installation. Thank you for following our guide on installing the Arnott front shock for the Land Rover Velar L560. Proper installation ensures the longevity and performance of your vehicle's suspension system. Stay safe and happy repairing.